Hello everyone, welcome to Conversations with Sakina and your weekly pick a card for messages from your dog. The deck being used is the Magical Dogs Tarot. Take a look at the 3 different piles and choose the one you feel most drawn to by the cards, the dog figurine, or just your intuition. Timestamps are in the description box below. Remember, these are general readings and may not fit for you, so consider choosing another pile or just passing whatever doesn't work for you on to someone else. And please, like and subscribe. We would very much appreciate it as it helps the channel reach others as well. Enjoy your readings. Hello, pile number 1. You've chosen the pile with this cute little poodle figurine, which I will try to get to focus. There we go. Such a cutie. Little pom-pom tail. So let's see what your pet, your dog, has to share with you today. And if you have more than one dog, it will have to be up to you which dog you believe is giving you the message. I would have no way of knowing that from the cards, I don't think. Or maybe all of them are giving you the message. It's hard to say. So the first card we have is the 7 of Fire, or the 7 of Wands. The second card is the Ace of Earth, or Ace of Pentacles. And the last card is the Fire Alpha Male, or the King of Wands. So what I'm seeing here with the 7 of Fire is there is a dog that is trying to tell you that they are extremely protective of you, of your family, of your home, of, if you're single, just of you. And they take their job very seriously. This doesn't mean that they're going to be aggressive, but they can bark like crazy and scare off predators because maybe even though they might be small, they have a warrior's bark. But this dog is also trying to say that it's not barking for no reason. Some dogs, as we all know, some dogs seem to bark a lot. And your dog is saying they're not barking for no reason. There is a reason for them to be barking. They need to establish their place in the family. They need to let you know that they are doing their job. It's very important. And once they feel the energy from you that says, we know you're doing your job, if you acknowledge them for doing their job, good boy, good girl, thank you for protecting me, kind of thing, then the barking will slowly ease. Not completely, because they still have a job to do, but that is what your dog is trying to tell you with the 7 of Wands. And then with the Ace of Earth, your dog is also saying, spring, it can't wait for spring. And if you're in, the part of the world where you're going into winter, well, this reading would not be for you. But for those who are going into spring, your dog is saying they are so looking forward to spring because there is so much potential of what can be done in spring and summer months. And they are very much looking forward to taking walks or going camping or going on bike trails or just walking a normal path and being able to smell messages from other dogs on the poles or fence posts or trees. So looking forward to being not in the house or not chained up out in the yard or however your dog lives. They're even bringing up the possibility of a dog park that they might enjoy, also meeting new friends. And with the Fire Alpha Male or the King of Wands, your dog is saying, no matter where you go, they will always be your ultimate protector. And they will do the best that they can to behave, control themselves, try to keep their passion for where they're at and their need to move under a bit of control. They're going to do the best that they can for you. And they're saying if you are a little worried about going somewhere because you're not really sure, how well your dog will behave, they're asking you to please have some courage and some faith. They will do their best, their very best, to curb whatever action, whatever need to zoomy that takes place. They will do their very best for you. But they're also reminding you that they will protect you at all costs. So there is your message from your pet for this week. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next one. Take care. Hello, Pile 2. You have chosen the pile with this little black dog. I have no idea what kind of dog this is, but he's very cute. So let's see what your pet has to share. And remember, if you have more than one dog, you're going to have to use your intuition as to which dog of yours is giving this message, or perhaps all of them are. So you'll have to use your own intuition on that and see where it goes. All right, so the first card that we have is the Four of Earth. The second card is Strength. The third card is the Mage or the Magician. Okay, so with the Four of Earth here, and I think we're going to have 3 different stories from these cards. With the first story, this little dog with the Four of Earth is trying to share that they feel as though things are really cluttered. That maybe they have so many toys, and maybe their toy box needs to be cleaned, uncluttered. Or maybe they're getting way too much table food, perhaps, and not feeling as good as they maybe could. And with the Strength card, this little dog is saying they're doing the best that they can with whatever this is. They are being tolerant, patient, hoping perhaps that something will be noticed or something will change. But it's not a deal breaker by any means. They still love you, and they're still your stable companion. But it's taking a good bit of strength on their part to keep up whatever this is. And with the Mage or the Magician, they're saying that sometimes they wish that they could magically help you get things in order so that everybody could feel less cluttered and more stable. The second story for this little one here is I feel like there's maybe too much chaos in the home. Maybe a lot of kids, a lot of animals, not just this one. Perhaps there's foster animals that are coming in. Something is making this little dog feel very chaotic or uncomfortable. But again, like in the first story, they have a lot of tolerance and they're willing to have that tolerance. And as you can see, you've got a kitten here playing with this dog's tail. They can be patient, they can be tolerant. That's who they are. It's very, they'll do anything for you, including have the strength to deal with whatever this is. I feel as though in this scenario, this little dog is missing how it once was, wishing that maybe they were the only one at one point, and maybe that's what they're wishing for at this point, is that it could be just you and this little dog again. But they'll go with the flow. They're doing their best to go with the flow. And if they could magically change things, they would. They would go back to where they felt less cluttered, less overwhelmed. But they truly are happy to be a part of things with you, being a part of what you make of life. And in the last scenario here, I feel like this little one is saying that there are a lot of spirit animals around. Maybe you're someone who had a lot of animals and over the years have lost many animals. And this little one is saying it's pretty crowded in your house with all these spirit animals. But they are doing the best that they can to be tolerant of it. There's really nothing that they can do, and they know this, so they're being as patient as possible and trying not to be too on the alert all the time, trying not to bark all the time. But it takes strength because, as with all dogs, the job is to protect you. Not that these spirit animals are being aggressive or anything towards you. That's not the feeling that I get. But still, there is that protective mode that your living dog, that's their job. So it's taking some patience and some strength on their part. And this little dog is saying, yes, they can see and hear these spirit animals. They're not saying what kind of animals they are. Perhaps a cat, since we have a cat in here, there might be a cat or two. Could be some birds because they're out in nature. But they do see and they do hear, and they are willing to share you with some effort. But it is feeling a little bit cluttered or crowded. Maybe that's the word. Feeling a little crowded in your home with all of these spirit animals. So those are the messages for this week. I do hope that you've been able to get something out of it. Until next week, take care. Hello, Pile 3. You've chosen the pile with, I believe this is a Saint Bernard puppy. It has the barrel around its neck. He's kind of a cutie. So let's hop into this reading and see what your dog has to share. And if you have more than one dog, it will be up to you to use your intuition as to which dog may be giving you this message, or perhaps all of them. So we have, to start with, the 5 of Earth, the Tower, and the Sea Alpha Female, or the Queen of Swords. Now there are a couple of stories that seem to pop out here. So let's see what they're sharing. Okay, so with the Five of Earth, I feel as though this dog is sharing that they were astray at one point in time. And that was caused by being, sent out of their own home, the home that they once had, maybe due to behavior. Who knows what happens, but they were shut out of their own home and ended up being on the street, so to speak. And that was a huge event in their life. It brought down their whole world, and obviously a very scary scenario for them. Something that they don't, get over easily, and that they do remember. But this event, they realize now that it brought them to you. Now they're feeling as though they have a very loving home, and they love you so much, with all their heart, in fact. And they want you to know that they will protect you. They love being your companion, and that they're there to help you heal whatever hurts. If there's things going on and you need someone, they're there to give you the hug, or hold still for the hug, or to soak up your tears, lick away your tears, whatever the case happens to be. They're there for you for that. And they want you to know you can trust them. Not sure where that comes from, but they want you to know that you can trust them, and they love you so much. Another part of this story is that this dog is saying that they're having dreams about being tossed out and running with a group of dogs, being kind of wild and crazy. And that took place because there was a fire in the home that they lived, and either their humans perished in this dream, or they just couldn't take them in again wherever they ended up having to go. So their dog ended up on the street, and there's fire. But then they come out of the dream, and this could be, a dog past life also. But they come out of the fire, they come out of the dream and realize where they are. And it all just goes away, because this is a great place for them to be. They love your home so much. They love being with you. They love their life. And then there's another aspect to this. Another story. I feel like there's a dog out there that is saying it is afraid of being put out into the cold. Maybe there's some chaos going on in the home. Maybe it is something that is an event that can't be stopped. Maybe there isn't enough money or food or something. Maybe the mortgage can't be paid. Something is happening on the earthly level of material things that may cause their life to come tumbling down, and they're hearing you talk about it. And it's scaring them. So what they're saying here is, if this is the case and this is something you have to do, please find them a good home. Don't just leave them out in the cold, sent to a shelter or something like that. Please find them a good home, a place where they will be loved and cared for. So those are the stories, pile 3, that we have from the dogs today. Some of them were kind of sad. Sorry about that. I have to give what the cards give. So anyway, that is the message for you from the dogs for this week. Until next week, take care.